Hello everybody and welcome to my X-Files. My old washing machine that you remember, the Indesit BWE101683 washing machine, has experienced several malfunctions and cycle runovers, meaning that it's not doing the actual washing that it should have been. So that washing machine is gone. And now, here is my new washing machine that I had for a week or two now. Well, 2 weeks actually. It is an Indesit BWE101683. It's still 10 kg with 1600 RPM with the inverter motor and Inex. So let's see the programs. So this is the first cycle, which is cotton's 30. It takes 1 hour 40. You can alternate the spin speed on here. Maximum is 1200 RPM. And it's on 30 degrees. Stains can't be used on this cycle. Next is synthetics 30. Its maximum spin speed is 1000 RPM. Stains aren't available on that cycle. Next one is Colors 30, which takes an hour 35, and again 1000 RPM. It doesn't allow that either. Next one, of course, is Delicate 30 with no spin, which takes an hour 20 and no stains allowed. The next one on there is Daily Quick 30, and its maximum spin speed is 800 RPM. It wouldn't have stains on it. Number 6 is the Cotton's 40, which takes 4 hours. If you go down to 30, it takes 3 hours 55. 20 would take 3 hours 48, and 60 would take 3 hours 55. Spin speed is, don't know why it said 800, it should be 1600 RPM. Stains aren't allowed on that cycle for some reason. Oh yeah, and I forgot, 50 takes 4 hours 13. But I don't know why it does not allow that. Next one is the Synthetics 40. The spin speed is 1200 RPM. If you go down to Synthetics 30, it would be 2 hours 39. And 60 would be 3 hours 5. Five hours would be 3 hours. Again, no stains are available in any of the cycles. So number 8 is Mixed Fabric Cycle, which is one of the ones I do like the look of. It's 2 hours 5 with 1600 RPM. If you take it down to 30 degrees, it will take 2 hours. But of course there is no the stains. Number 9 is the Eco Cycles, the Cotton's Ecos, which is 1600 RPM. It cannot go down any more or up at all. And there is no stains. I don't know why they put stains on this if it don't work. Number 10 is the Whites, which is 2 hours 8 minutes at 60 degrees. Take it down to 40. It'll take 2 hours 8, 30 degrees. Would take 2 hours 3. 90 degrees, which is the highest temperature you can go to. It lasts for 3 hours 18 minutes. Oh, there is stains. So a stain of pizza, the stain of food would be 4 hours. Would take 4 hours. The work ones would take 3 hours 35, and the outdoor stuff would take 3 hours 50 minutes. If I take it back down to here, which is 2 hours 8 on a white, take 3 hours, that's what it would take. Okay, so the number 11 is your daily quicks. So 20 degrees at 800 RPM. The 45 degree one does 1,000. The 45-minute one does 1,200 RPM, and the daily quick 60 does 1,000 RPM. No, none of the stains are required. 12 is Duvet, which is 1 hour 30, 1,000 RPM. The temperature can only be at 30, and stains aren't allowed at all. The woolen cycle, which it does 1 hour 35 with only 800 RPM, no stains are required, and that it can only go up to 40. And finally, it's like the cotton's 20 cycle takes 1 hour 50 with 1,600 RPM. And it can only be at 20 without any stains. So rinse and spin, it takes 55 minutes. Spin speed is 1,600 RPM. No temperature, no stains would be required. And finally, the spin drain cycle, which is 1,600 RPM, and it takes 10 minutes. So, and then of course you have the push and wash cycle is known as the push and go now, which is basically a cottons and synthetics quick, which is it does a 1 at 30 with 1,000 RPM final spin. Now, the inside is a different drum to our last one. The eye of the drum is definitely slightly different because it is mainly looks like a Becca washer, but of course somehow the eye can be seen in the middle. And then of course you got these words titanium because it's a titanium drum. And then unlike my other washing machine, it's got larger sized water holes in the basin, which is twice the size of each hole that was on my other washing machine. I think this is built to so it could withstand mold not getting into the gaps. So when it does high spin speeds, the water lock would be a bit lower than the usual. Let's hear that motor. So yeah, inverter motors. It's an inverter motor that sounds slightly different, of course. And of course, with the door, it doesn't say Indesit because that's why it's there. And of course, the good thing is that it's warned and more safe. So thank you for watching my X-Files, and I'll see you next time. Science! And also, just before I go and with that, of course, it's a triple plus with A on the rinsing, with 79 decibels and spin 52 washing. So you'll probably may see demonstrations on this, or of course begin wash cycles, or maybe some parts in the spin cycle. But if you don't, it's good that you've seen this washing machine now. So thank you for watching my X-Files, and I'll see you next time. Suds!